Hello, welcome to Hang Out with Me. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Let me know where you're joining me from. Blessings. Yeah, welcome to Hang Out with Me. I'm Anastasia Fechner, and a Hang Out with Me today is taking a topic that is so practical, and is a topic which I entitled, Would you love joining your partner's hobby? Would you love joining your partner's hobby? Beloved, there are so many relationship traumas and troubles out there, but we can actually cope some of these problems and traumas with what we can do with our hand practically. I mean, we can fix some of these problems practically. When anytime there's a problem, anytime there's an issue in your relationship, it shows that there is also something in you that can also shape that problem. There is something in you that can shape that situation to make it right. So, what are you going through in your relationship? You can actually make it right. So, it's like two people coming together to fix something, So, it's like, both of you ready to fix it? That's always a big question. And if both of you can answer the big question, then you're close to having a solution to your problem. So today people might be asking, or people might be saying, oh, my spouse or my partner is always I'm married, but I'm kind of bored. I mean, how can you be married and you're bored? And some people are like, because my partner is or she's doing such and so thing or something like that, or she's into some stuff that I'm not really interested, or he's into some stuff that I'm not really interested. So many things, and you begin to ask yourself, why should I be married, or why am I married? I'm still bored. Why is it that I'm in a relationship but I still feel lonely? So one of the reasons why you're lonely is because you have not also studied the hobbies of the person you're in relationship with. You have to study their hobby. You have to study what they like. You have to study what they do at their leisure time. That is very, very important. If you can study what they do at their leisure time and see if you can also do it, not necessarily do it. If you cannot do what they do at their leisure time, you can also watch them do it. That's another way of taking away boredom from your life. I mean, how can the scripture says that it is not good for a man to be alone. So because of that, a man needs a woman, and because of that, two people have to come together to cleave together to become one. And if two people are coming together to cleave to become one, then what are they coming together to do? So there should be a lot of things that are mapped out for both of them to do, for them to have a sweet relationship and for them to have a beautiful time together. But if there is no sweet relationship, if there is nothing in common in both partner or couples, then there will be problem. And have you talked about these relationship problems here and there? These are some of the issues people face in their relationship. So welcome to hang out with me. Let me know who has joined. Thank you for joining, Bishop Mike Ivitoye. Bless you, sir. Thank you for joining. Let me know who has joined. Bishop Mike is joining from South Africa, and he says, "Glory be to God," and he says, "Study the hobby of your partner." Cool. Yeah, that's the topic for today. Studying the hobby of your partner. That's a good one. When you study their hobby and you understand their hobby, then you can see how you can also mingle with them. I mean, not necessarily doing their hobby, but actually having kind of interest in their hobby. I want to see if I can share also to my other page. Please help us to share this if you're just joining. God bless you as you share. And if you have a question, don't hesitate to ask. Ask. The scripture says, ask and it shall be given unto you. Ask. I don't have so much time to stay. I think I'll just take like 15 minutes of your time today. So welcome. Let me know who has joined. Omole Fikayo has joined. Omole, what are you saying this morning? Let me see. Omole is saying, Another awesome moment with God through her daughter. Yeah, welcome, Omole. Thanks for joining and thanks for sharing. God bless you. So now today we're talking about are you ready to actually join your hobby or your husband or your wife or your partner in his or her hobby? Are you ready to do that? If you're ready to do that, is a plus sign. Is a plus sign that will also help your relationship. And some people might just say, okay, fine. I don't like the hobbies of my partner. It's not actually a crime if you don't love the your partner's hobby. It's not a crime. It's not a crime. It's not a must that you must love your partner's hobby. But if you don't love your partner's hobby, I have a strategy for you. So one of my strategies for you is to look at your time, look at when you have time, and create a new hobby for yourselves. Create a new hobby. You can create an indoor hobby. For example, you can buy some indoor games like badminton, that you can also do in the house. What's it called? Did I say badminton? Okay, badminton is not really, although it's an indoor game. If you have a space for it, you can also create something like that for yourself. But I actually wanted to talk about in indoor games, like the games that you can play in the house, like something like chess. You can buy something like chess, and if you don't know how to play it, you can learn how to play it together and how to do it together. And before you know it, time is going. Before you know it, you're learning your spouses. You're learning to know some of their strengths. You're learning to know some of their intellects, and those things are the things that will move you. Those things are the things that will make you want to be in that relationship. Those things are the things that will also make you want to stay in that relationship. When you learn their character, you learn their charisma, so you can also get some indoor board games. You can get like crossword puzzle games, and you can do that together. And most especially for couples, you can watch videos together. So for couples, you can watch videos together. Look out for somebody that you respect, somebody that is like your mentor to you. You can choose a mentor's a video and watch. After watching the video, you can analyze what you have learned from the video, and if there are good principles there, of course you can use that to also teach your children. And as you do that, life goes on. As you do that, you begin to develop yourself in knowledge wise. And of course, you begin to also understand your partner better. So, for example, if you're Christians, you can check out a video from your pastor and watch some of his videos. And, so, apart from having the movie time is also practical. Movie time is also great. So, movie time, you can go out for movies and get to know some movies that you like and watch them together. There's something about movie, but watching the movie with somebody you love is something romantic and of course something beautiful. So have you thought about that? That would also help. So when you know that you did not develop likeness or love for your partner's hobby, you can create actually one together. And you can do something like cooking together. Yes. Because people think that the woman's duty is to cook, but it's not actually the woman's duty alone. And those kind of chores that kind of that have kind of stereotypes in the house. Those kind of chores that have stereotype can also be worked on. For example, so many people believe, or is the duty of the woman to cook. So you as a man, you can also join your wife in the kitchen. When you do that once in a while, it's like you trying to like tell her like, hey, I know you're a good cook. I want to learn. I want to be with you. I appreciate you. I cherish you. I like what you do. So it's not like, hey, is my food ready? Bring my food, serve me. Come on, nobody is your servant. The fact that you're the head as a man, of the house doesn't mean that people should serve you. It actually means that you should serve, because what do leaders do? Leaders serve. A good leader, show me a good leader, and I will show you a man that is ready to serve. Show me a good leader, and I'll show you a personality that is ready to provide for his community and for his society. That's what makes you a good leader. So, as a head of the family, your duty as a man also is to serve. So, don't be the one waiting on the dining every time. Bring my food, bring my water, bring my this. Come on, right now. You can also create this lovely atmosphere by trying to join your wife in the kitchen once in a while. Hey, sweetheart, what are we cooking today? Come on. And I know when you slice onions, you cry. Let me just do the cry today. Let me help you to slice the onions. When you do that, your wife will laugh. She will be happy. She will smile. Sometimes she will just say, "Oh, sweetheart, no, I don't want you to do that. I'm okay. I'm going to do that." But she will be happy. She will be like, "Oh, I actually married a good man that cares for me, that thinks about, that has me in mind and all that." The woman will be happy, and likewise the man. So if you're a woman and your husband is the one that is doing the laundering all the time, doing the ironing all the time, once in a while you can just say, darling, can I just help you today with the laundering? Can I help you with ironing today? And he will just be like, you want to iron today? And you just say, yes, I just feel like ironing. No, it's not like you just feel like ironing. You just feel like joining your hobby, your husband in his hobby. You just feel like helping him in his hobby. You just feel like doing what he is doing all the time, and that adds really color to your relationship. Let me know if you have any question, and let me know if you have any contribution. Okay. And welcome, Minister Adebukola. She says it's very sensitive and necessary topic. Yeah, welcome. It is necessary. It's necessary for us to know that we are all human beings, and because we are all human beings, we are all working towards. We are all working towards perfection, and because of that, we should not make stereotype our duties in the house. We should not make it like it look like, okay, you are the wife, your job is to be in the kitchen at the end of, from January to December. We shouldn't make it like that. Or we say you are the husband, your job is to be in the garden from January to December. No, we should try to learn our duties, and learning our duties entails us also multitasking in helping our partner in their core duties, and guess what, most of these core duties that we think most of these duties that we think that they are really core duties for our spouses, nobody created those duties for us. It's just our mentality that created it. It's just our society that created it. So I also believe that what a man can do, a woman can do, and even better. And if what a man can do, a woman can do, and even better. So why are you not helping your husband in gardening? Why are you not helping him in gardening? Oh, it's a man's job. There's no man's job. There's no woman's job. I mean, there could be some jobs that men could do better with their strength and energy. But guess what? There are also some women that are really energetic and has so much strength. So you never can tell. So, but apart from that, we should always be our keeper. We should be our husband's keeper, and who should be our wife's keeper. So so that when you do that, you see, you're going to have a beautiful relationship, you're going to have a beautiful family, your children are going to love you, they will just be proud of you. They'll just say, mama and papa, they don't really fight, they just love themselves, they help themselves a lot, and they're going to be a replica of you. So if they're going to be a replica of you, so why not do something great? So why not do something beautiful? So that when your children begins to replicate that, then the universe will be proud of you, the world will be proud of you, and God will also be pleased in what you have produce on it, because everything that we produce here, the Lord is going to ask us at the end, What have you done with your time? What have you produced there on Ethereum? What have you done? So life is about dropping something on the sand of time. Life is about dropping something on the sand of time. So the question is, what are you dropping on the sand of time in your relationship? Some people just like think it's not really necessary, but I tell you, every little thing that we do on this Ethereum is necessary. Every little thing that we do on this Ethereum is actually necessary and is actually spiritual. Sometimes we do something, most times we do something physically. We think, oh, this is just a physical thing, this is just a normal thing. I'm just enjoying my life. Look, every time you spent has been paid off, paid for. Every little time you spent on this Ethereum has been organized, has been destined for you. So every time you create, everything you create is recorded for you. Every good deed you do is recorded for you. Every helping hand that you did is also recorded for you. And when you are a voice that is of a positive energy, is also recorded for you. If you also do evil, it's also recorded for you. If you do ugly things, they are also recorded for you. So in your relationship, try as much as you can to do things that will glorify God. Try as much as you can to do things that will make your partner happy. So sometimes some people will just say in their relationship, let him do it, is his job, let him do it, let her do it, is our job. Come on, right now, your husband cannot be the one doing the gardening all the days of his life. He cannot be the one doing the laundering all the days of his life. And you woman, you cannot be the one washing the plates all the days of your life. You cannot be the one washing the kitchen all the days of your life, cleaning. So many women have waist pain because of cleaning, and their men are there doing nothing. It's not like the men shouldn't do that, but men should actually help. There's your duty is your duty, clean the house. Why the man comes in and say, why is this place dirty? Why is it, start shouting as if it's the woman's duty to clean? Come on, it's not her duty to do that all the days of her life. You are in agreement together, you are in that relationship together, so you have to do something together. Welcome, Simon Coco. Welcome, Evangelist George. Welcome. She said, nice topic, woman of God. Yeah, good morning, DB Boma. Thanks for joining. Bishop Efe Itajiri has joined. Wow, welcome, Bishop, sir. He says, good morning, beautiful daughter of grace. Keep it up. Amen. Thank you so much, sir, for joining, sir. I'm so privileged having you here. Thank you all for joining. So today we're still talking on joining our hobby, joining our partner's hobby. When you join their hobby, life becomes so easy for them. Sometimes they want to do their thing and they don't want you to join, but sometimes surprise them. For example, you people just finish eating and they move all the dirty dishes into the wash machine. And what are you waiting for as a man? Oh, it's not my duty, it's the woman's duty to clean the kitchen. But you can also assist, just press the machine. By pressing the machine and the plates, the machine is going to wash the dishes itself. Or if you don't have machine, you can also help to wash. Or when your wife is washing the plates, you can also help to dry them with towel. You don't need to do everything, but you can do something that will show little appreciation to your wife and to your husband. So what have you done together? What has your what do you think your husband has done since you got married, like for years, that you have never done? Try doing it. Try assisting him to do that. That is when you will realize that you have changed. Because some of them, they will be nursing some of these things in their heart. Hey, this woman, since I married her, she has never done this. This man, since I married him, he has never done this. Think about what your wife has been doing, struggling to do, that you've never helped her. Try to help her this weekend, okay? And you see how beautiful your marriage turns out to be. And likewise, you're in a relationship, and if you're in a relationship, for example, I'm just talking about people that are not married yet. You're in a relationship, you are dating, and the person you dating likes going to kino, and you say you don't like going to kino. So then you're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, I don't want to say you're gonna be in trouble really, but you're gonna be in a big mess if you get to marry her and she still enjoy her keynote stuff. So you really have to learn how to also enjoy their hobby, even if you don't enjoy it. Try to go to kino with her, because if you're dating and she likes going to kino, I mean, people might say kino is a cinema. If you're married and she likes going to the movies, she likes going to the cinema, but you don't like going to the cinema, you have to learn how to be like what she likes. Because if you don't go to cinemas with her all the time and she's always going there alone, she might meet somebody there that might really love her more, and she's gonna kick you out because, one, you don't do what she likes. So you can see you people are not compatible. But you say, oh, this lady, she's a pretty girl, she has good character, I would have married her, but we're not compatible. It's your fault that you people are not compatible, because you have all the power to change things. Bishop says, wow, learning great. Thank you, Bishop. Let me see if anybody has question before I round up. I'll be rounding up shortly. If you have question, let me know if you have question. Okay. Okay, so if you have question, let me know if you have questions. So before I round up. Ibn Abba Joseph says, another pleasure to be here again. Greetings from Ikeja. Hope to learn so much today. Yeah, you will. Welcome, Ibn Abba. So we're still talking. So what else can you do? You can actually plan your hobbies together. You can plan. Some people say, oh, I live in Europe and in winter is cold. Even the cold season, you can make do of it. You can travel. You can walk to the mountainside where they do winter sports and watch winter sports for some time. Is always a pleasure. It's always beautiful. So EBADB, sorry, I am a little late from schedule. Please, what's the topic for today? God bless you exceedingly. Well, welcome, EBA. The topic today is learning to join your partner's hobby, or joining your partner's hobby. By joining your partner's hobby, it will help you to know yourself better. It will help you to always be together. Some people just say, hey, Anastasia, Fechner, anywhere she is, the husband is there. It's not like anywhere she is, anywhere she goes, the husband goes with her. Yes, and that's why our marital life is kind of beautiful and kind of enviable, because we learn ourselves. And most times, anywhere my husband is going, I like to go there sometimes, although sometimes I don't I might not really like maybe what he wants to do there and all that. So but sometimes if I want to try, I try to stay very close to him. And because how do problems come into relationship? Problems come into relationship when there is distance. Before a man before a man commits adultery, or before a woman commits adultery, it's because there is a distance. Yes. If you're always with your wife, you're always with your husband, nobody's going to commit any adultery. So but when there is a distance, the devil comes to peep in, and if the person is not strong enough, the person can just fall to the voice of the devil. But it's not like the person is bad, or the person wants to commit adultery, or the person wants to have an affair with other people. No, it's not because the person wants to have an affair. It's because there was a distance from the person's true love, and the person could not allow the flesh, or the person did not allow the spirit to control the flesh, so the person succumbed to the voice of the tempter, the devil. So in order to stop the devil from tempting you, because he will surely come to tempt. So the best way to send the devil packing is to run away. So don't also use that as an excuse when something like that happens and somebody's trying to tempt you into having an affair. Just run away, run for your life. The scripture says, cast the devil, and he shall flee, run. So, so somebody's asking a question, what if your hubby doesn't want you to do any chores? Yeah, then he should do that. Then he shouldn't complain. If he doesn't want you to do any chores, then he shouldn't complain. He should do that. But if sometimes if he doesn't want you to do it, you can just do it like surprisingly. You can just surprise them, like when they are not in the house, you do it quickly before he comes back, and you've done it. And he's like, who did it? You've done it. He's not going to beat you because you did that. He's just going to say, but I told you not to do. But you just say, I just want to do that for you today. I just feel like doing that. I don't want you to take offense with that, but I just feel like, and he's not going to beat you for that. He's not going to get angry for that. He's just going to love you more for that. Okay. I think I've been able to answer your question, Tom Tochko. Bishop is asking, what if your partner doesn't like your hobby? I like outing. Some ladies don't like it. That's a great deal. This is a great deal. Let me put it the question on the screen. What if your partner doesn't like your hobby? For example, he likes outing and the lady doesn't like outing. Then in that case, if that your partner is somebody that you've already made up your mind to marry, or somebody that you married already, so you have to learn how to compromise what you do not like, because there's no way marriage works if there's no compatibility. This is already a red flag, like, so to say, she doesn't like this, but it's not a red flag that you have to run away. It's something that you can work on. So if she doesn't like your hobby, you have to make her like your hobby. And if you cannot make her like your hobby, she has to be able to not to stay bored when you're busy with your hobby. Or rather, if she doesn't like your hobby, she has to be busy. When you're busy with your hobby, she has to be busy with something so that she will not be bored. I don't know if you get it. It's not like it's a must. Your partner must like your hobby. Your partner must like your hobby. But in another principle, if your partner doesn't like your hobby, the best thing to do is to create a hobby for both of you, a hobby that both of you will like, so that you people can do that hobby that you like more often than the one he or she doesn't like. Yeah, I don't know if you understand me, Bishop. If you understand me, let me know, sir. If your partner does not like your hobby, there is no big deal about that. Now, second plan B. Plan B is to create a hobby that both of you will like, and do the hobby that both of you will like more often. And once in a while, try to do your hobby. Because marriage is all about compromising. If you want to have a beautiful marriage, you must be ready to compromise. Compromise the thing you love to satisfy your partner. Compromise the thing your partner do not like, although you like it, just for peace to reign. That's only how marriage works. Because both of you are two different set of human beings. Both of you are two unique human beings. So because we are unique and we have different orientations and we have different likes, we have different don'ts. So there is no scientific theory that is going to say you must like the same thing or you must be the same thing. No. You can only re-strategize a plan B. So a plan B in this situation is trying to make your hobby so influential in such a way that you'll be able to influence your partner to like it. For example, let me just give you an example of my life. For example, I studied, I'm a media person. I do media coverage, I do interviews, I do shows and all that. And when I got married, when my husband and I got married, I usually go out to cover events. And sometimes he would just bring me to the event place and disappear while I do my thing. And I work with my media engineers, cameramen, videographers, and all that. And we all work together. And once in all of a sudden, my husband would like, my husband begin to feel bored. Anytime I go for these shows, he begins to feel bored, like, this woman has gone out again with this hobby thing. what am I going to do? But I just think it's the Spirit of God speaking to him. So one day he just told me, sweetheart, I think I want to learn how to be a cinematography. Actually, my husband is a mechanical engineer, but he learned something about mechanical engineering, if you want to translate that in English, so but he said he would like to go and learn how to be a cinematographer and a cameraman and a photographer. And I was just laughing. And I asked him why. He said, I just want to be part of your hobby. And guess what? Before I say Jack, this man went secretly and learned how to do the video, how to do the cinematography course. He learned it, and he became a prof on it. So instead of me to, and because I know he has become a prof, I now also included my husband in my media crew. Normally, my husband is not supposed to be part of my media crew, but because he has acquired knowledge to be part, now my husband is part of my media crew. And sometimes when I have events that does not really pay so much, I will just take my husband along, and I will tell other my media engineer not bother themselves coming. I'll just take my husband along so that we can be able to make one or two coin from it. So that's how life is fashioned. So now people will begin to say, wherever Anastasia is, the husband is there. But the husband is not there watching after Anastasia. The husband is there fulfilling purpose in his found calling. So in marriage, in relationship, you need to find something unique. You need to find something unique you can do for yourself. And getting to love yourself means getting to love what you do. Okay, I think I've been able to answer that question. Bless you, sir. Let me see who has question. Kelvin Kingsley, is it necessary to do some chores like in Africa? There are chores for different genders. How can one pull this? Yeah, in Africa there are chores. Chores. How do you pronounce that? Chores. Oh my goodness, for different people, for different gender. Yeah, it's true. But like I said in the beginning of this broadcast, those are the things that our society created for us. Our society created this kind of mentality that the woman's job is to cook. Our society created this kind of mentality that the man's job is to do gardening. But it's a lie. It's a lie. It's something that we can work on. It's something that we can work on. As a man, you can also go to some channels and learn how to cook. And if your wife is not at home, surprise your wife with a special dish. When she comes home, make sure you make the dining table very beautiful. Decorate the dining table. Cook what you can, no matter how delicious or not, whether it's delicious or not. Cook what you can and bring it to the table. I mean, your wife is just coming back from work, tired, trying to run to the kitchen, and you just say, sweetheart, you don't need to go to the kitchen today. I made some noodles. Come, try it. Let me tell you something. Even if that noodle you made is not, even if it's not sweet or delicious, she's going to tell you, oh, it's delicious. God bless you. Thank you. And that is how it works. So that's how you can pull through the societal norms. The societal norms, they give different gender, different chores, but that is not really what it is. So you have to create what you want in your relationship. You have to create what you want in your marriage. You have to do it the way you want it and not the way the society, not the norms and the culture, Although there are some cultural parentheses, there are some cultural traditional what would I call it, sentiments that people have to be careful about, because there are some cultures that will say, oh, a man would not go to the kitchen. I remember, like, growing up with my father never entered the kitchen to cook for us one day since I was born. He never entered. The only time my father will cook is when we're in the garden or when we're in the farm. In the farm he does the cooking. And maybe he can boil yam for us to eat there while in the farm, or he can make his secret sauce. But apart from that, in the house, African man or a Nigerian titled man, they say is not supposed to go to the kitchen. But we are in a different world. We are in a modern world. So I would rather say that if you're still connected to those kind of traditions and culture, you have to trade it with caution. Yeah, you have to trade it with caution, because if you don't trade it with caution, they will think you're going against your tradition. So you have to take it easy and keep praying for a change, and keep being nice and influential, because when you're nice, you can touch the heart of the king. So a great woman touches the heart of the king, and if you can touch the heart of your husband can go even against the tradition to please you. Yes, it works. Welcome, sis. Welcome, Gladys. Sorry, I'm being like, please, sis. What's the topic? The topic is joining your partner's hobby. Joining your partner's hobby. So, and I think I've made, I've already done a great deal to this. So something else that you can do together is also you can try to visit places together. You can visit a museum together. You can, some people. There's something I really want to talk about, like when you discover that your wife is getting bigger, or your husband is getting pot belly and all that, you can decide to do some running hobby together. You can say, okay, sweetheart, let's go do running on Saturday morning. You can do 1 hour jogging. Yeah, that's a great deal of helping yourself health wise, and of course loving yourself more by joining the person's hobby. You can develop a new habit. I mean, a new hobby by a new jogging hobby or running hobby. So both of you can go run together. And some people say Europe is bored. Europe is not bored, because one, you can go mountain looking around the beautiful creatures. You can do mountain work looking around the beautiful creatures. You can go even watch the birds sing in the forest. You can do a lot. You can do a lot. You can you can actually do a lot. You can actually do music collection. Let me say, we also do that. You can do musical gene collection, and you try to listen to this music. So yeah, so many things you can do. There's so many. You can just life is so beautiful, and life is so beautiful in such a way that we are born and we are created, we are placed on this earth to enjoy life. You can actually do like a musical gene collection, and just create like 1 hour, relax on your couches in your living room and listen to music. Yes, it's relaxing. It's relaxing. It's not more about watching it on video. If you want to watch it on video, cool. But you should be able to also select the kind of music that you watch and listen to. Make sure those music, they have lyrics that glorify God, lyrics that can build your mental health, lyrics that can create knowledge, not all those musical stuffs that have lyrics that are not good for your children. So you have to make sure that those musical collection that you do, they have great lyrics, lyrics that can actually give glory to God, or that can also improve your life. Okay, I'll be rounding up right now. Would love to join your Would you love to join your partner in the hobby? Yeah, that's the question. Somtoshku is answering you. Would you love to join? And that's the question for everybody right now. So tell me your answer in the comment section. Would you love to join your hobby, your partner's hobby? Would you like to join? Would you love to join your partner's hobby? That's the question from everyone. So let me know in the comment section. Put the answer in the comment section. Would you love to join your partner's hobby? If yes, tell us why. For me, yes, but sometimes there are some hobbies there's my husband has some hobbies that I do not really develop interest in. For example, he likes to go to gym. I'm not interested in going to gym, so I rather do my exercise here at home, do my jogging, Saturday morning jogging, running around, when the weather is good anyway, but not this kind of weather that we have now right now. So so there are some things. So what I do is that whenever he's doing his hobby, that those hobby that he's doing that I do not like, I make sure I occupy myself with other things so that I will not be bored. So that's I think that also answers Bishop question. Okay, so when your husband or your partner or your wife is doing her hobby or his hobby, and you are alone, you can also create something new. You can also use that to do you use the time to also do that hobby that he or she doesn't like. So when she's out to do her hobby, you can also use the time to do that your hobby. And when she's back or when he's back, you guys can do the hobbies that you like together. Okay. And as you do that, your relationship will be more beautiful, and your relationship will be more enviable, and you will like yourself better, and you will know yourself better, because relationship really thrive when you know yourself, when you understand yourself better. We are all different human beings. We are all different. Our uniqueness is so unique that nobody is like us. God is so perfect that he created us in such a way that you are the best of your kind in the world, and I am the best of my kind in the whole world. So nobody can ever be like Anastasia Fechner. Is it my facial look? Is it my habits? Is it my character? Is it my charisma? Is it my energy? Is it my, just name it, all these qualities that you have. Somebody might have it, but not really like you. So you unique. I believe you are the best of your kind. And when you now work on yourself and work on being your best at all time, you will actually stand out. So do not allow anybody to tell you otherwise. Okay. Stay in the place of um a place that you can once in a while compromise. Like somebody say, oh, what about if my partner doesn't like my hobby? Should I leave him or should I leave her? It's left for you. You're the one going to live with a person, so you have to decide. But you don't leave people because they don't like your hobby. No, no. In my opinion, you don't need to leave them. You don't need to leave them because they don't like your hobby. You just need to create a hobby that they will like, and do that they do not like lesser time. Okay. And as you do that, you marry because you want to create a happiness for someone else. Yeah, that's the reason why we marry. We marry because we want to create happiness for someone else, and that person also want to create happiness for you. So it's like you trying to serve the person and the person also trying to serve you. So it's like you is a 50-50 thing, really. So stay in that realm of atmosphere. We can actually help our spouses become what they are created to be. We can actually help them prosper in their business. Maybe your husband is a business mogul, and he develops his interest in doing some practical economic strategies and research and all that, and you think he's bored. No, you can also look at it, and maybe you never can tell. You might even have an idea that will make his business to boom, and you people will have more money and more financial elevation. So you're there as a partner to be a helper. As a helper, you can help in all fields. You can help in his purposeful calling, and you can help in her purposeful calling. As you do that, your family will be renowned, and your family will be more blessed. So you are blessed to be a blessing. Thank you, Sid. Sid, this is wonderful teaching. Yeah, thank you. And thank you, everybody that has joined. Thank you, Somtochuku. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you, Bishop. Mike and Bishop Ife. Bishop Prince, thank you. Ibinabor, thank you. Debukola, thank you. Evangelist George, who again joined? All of you, Omole, thanks. And the people that I cannot, I only mentioned the people that commented so I can see their name. Other people that join, I can't see your name because you did not comment. Please always comment so that I can also send greetings to you. Okay? Until then, have a splendid weekend and beautiful week ahead. I'll see you next week on Hang Out With Me. Try to learn your partner's hobby. Try to see if you can join the one you like. The one you do not like, it's no big deal. If your partner doesn't like your hobby, try to influence them to like it. If they don't like, create a hobby that they will like. And as you do that, your marriage will be functional, your marriage will be beautiful, and life will be beautiful with you. God bless you. Bye bye.